Hey there, conversationists. So it's me, Sam, coming to you Sunday afternoon from the one day a week I actually have something resembling a job. I don't want to promote it right here because then this would really be sad. Although I guess, really roundabout, very, very passive kind of way, I guess technically Jane and Michael Black are promoting that they're on tour. But not actively. I won't hold that against them. So I have noticed that weekend posting is very low, and I wonder, and this is a question I put to you, those of you in the conversation who are parents, if it's simply that during the weekend the kids are home and you are the 24-hour-a-day entertainment committee, as my father likes to say, for the kids, and so you don't have a moment to get away. To that end, I was thinking about this the other day. Michael Black, your first son, or your only son, your first child, was not even born yet when you and I worked together. And I was thinking about that the other day because, if I do the math correctly, you would have been, 28 years old when we worked together, maybe 29. And I was thinking about that, and I'm not even close to being ready for having children. I definitely want children, but I don't even think I'm even ready to start thinking about being close. And I was just wondering what kind of, it's a silly question to even ask, what kind of pressure that put on you at that point in your career to make sure that you could provide. Obviously, it put tremendous pressure on you, and I was just wondering if you could shed a little light on that. And really, for all of you who are in the same position, when you had kids, what did that change for you pursuing this? Because going along with what you said before, Michael, maybe making this something that the fans could of the Sad Conversation could check in on, especially those who are considering getting into the business. To that end, the only piece of advice I have there isn't even my own piece of advice. It's a piece of advice that Senator Al Franken once said to a stranger that I happened to overhear. It was at the, I don't have to say where it was. A million years ago, I was at a party. This is 11 years ago. I was at a party, and I happened to be talking to Al Franken for just a few minutes, and we got interrupted by this guy who could not have been a day under 40. To be quite honest, he was probably 50, but I'm being nice. Anyway, he walks up to the two of us, interrupts, and then says to Franken he's a huge fan, and he wants to get into comedy, and does Franken have any tips? And Franken looks at the guy and just says, well, there's, open mics all over New York. We were in New York at the time. There's open mics all over New York, and, you just got to get up there, and stage time is the key. And the guy said, oh, okay, thanks, and walked away. And then Franken turns to me and says, would it have been wrong to say, go back 20 years and try again? And we laughed at the time, but that obviously stayed with me because I have had people ask me, people in their early 30s, mid-30s, say, oh, I'm thinking about getting into acting, or I want to give acting a shot. And I do not use this word often, but that is a legitimately insulting thing for me to hear when someone says, oh, I want to give acting a shot. That sentence I've heard a number of times in my life, and it is so aggravating. Yeah, that's what I did. I thought I'd just give it a shot. See what sticks. This is a lifetime decision, and you will spend most days of your life regretting it.